everyone. This is Caroline. We are doing a live session today, a clearing session. Sorry for the delay. Hey, everyone. Oops, hold on. This is Caroline. We are doing a live clearing session. We had a little bit of a time delay, change something. Anyway, we're here. Thanks for joining. Let's see. So for those who don't know, who are just joining for the first time, this is a clearing session. Whatever the problem is, we started with certain themes, anxiety, depression. So you can go back on the YouTube channel, my YouTube channel, and look at those live sessions we've done. Some of them are just so powerful and very helpful, especially with what's happening today in the world. And even though we have a volunteer, there's always common denominators. So whatever the person is going through can also be applied to your life or your problem. I will walk you through that in a second. For those who are interested in this methodology, it's the Omnium method. And so go to carolinecorey.com and you will see how it works. It's very, actually very detailed. You know, of course, we cover intention, light, sound, all kinds of different tools at the same time, but this is kind of a crushed, kind of condensed version of what we normally do. But trust me, it's good enough. It's enough to get you, to shift you to a place that will kind of point you in the right direction. Okay, so let's see. We have a volunteer today. Hello, my dear Julia.
Hi.
Hey, so let me see here. Let me put a gallery view for everybody to see you, so they can see us side by side. So Julia, well, first of all, where are you calling from?
The Netherlands.
Netherlands, cool. And so have you done this work before? Have you seen me before?
Yeah, I've been following a few of your live streams and I do some of your meditations quite regularly. So
Okay, cool.
yeah.
Awesome. So you have an idea how it works. So
Yeah.
tell me a little bit, what is going on for you today?
Well, it's basically a problem that I've had for quite some time, for like most of my life. Kind of the feeling of not really fitting in and always, having trouble finding my place, feeling different, and that just brings a lot of anxiety and self-doubt, and also makes it harder to ground and be in the moment when you kind of always feel like you don't really belong, I
Yeah,
guess.
I understand the general feeling, but how does that translate into your daily life? Like, for example, you're trying to do something and you have anxiety, or like, what are the actual problems or symptoms that you're going through? I mean, I understand the overall idea.
Mm-hmm.
How is that interfering with your daily life?
Well, first of all, I have physical symptoms that I cannot really give a place. I have a lot of vertigo. Most of the times vertigo in my feet, that I feel like, the floor is moving. A lot of overthinking, getting stuck in thinking patterns. But also with the pandemic and stuff, I feel very controlled. Mostly because last week I got a bit sick. I had strep throat, and basically I was basically forced to get tested, which I really didn't want to. But, I had to, because otherwise I had to be in quarantine for like a week or something. So things like that make me really uncomfortable and feel stuck, and yeah, just
Yeah,
things like that that bring a lot of anxiety, and yeah.
I relate to that. I had to get tested as well for a for a job. So and it just feels very invasive. I think the
Yeah.
problem is we kind of we're supposed to follow these rules even though they don't make sense to us. So it's really making this reality very difficult, to
Yeah.
navigate. So I totally understand that. But let's go back to the deeper issue. I have a feeling that, well, first of all, it's very, very common. A lot of people, especially when they get on a spiritual path or start to, do this kind of work, which it sounds like you have started, have this common denominator. It's kind of like, this material makes sense, but this reality doesn't. And so it's almost like you're sitting between two chairs and you don't know how to fit in because of that, because you're tapping into information and a consciousness that is truth to you. And so, but it doesn't work here. It's not even available here. Or it doesn't translate. And so I just for you to know, there are so many people who struggle with this, doing this work. And so, okay, how old are you?
I'm 20.
20. I love that you are talking to me at this time, because you also represent that group of young individuals who are looking at their future, like, what am I even supposed to do? Not only do I not fit in, but what am I supposed to do with my life here? So this is why this is such an important question, an important topic, and kind of quandary to try to address and resolve. So in general, that's why I told you this. In general, when you start tapping into higher knowledge, higher information, you start to see that gap. That's what I was just saying. And you start to feel like it's even harder to fit in. So there's that. But on an individual level, there's something also within you, in addition to that general idea. There's something within you that is blocking you, and that's what I want to work on. Okay, of course it will connect with everything at the same time. So since you've done some of my work, the idea is to go back to the root cause that is keeping you stuck this way. And of course, it's in your subconscious mind. It's subconscious. If it's conscious, then you wouldn't be asking me, right? And so all the things that will come up, I'm reading, I'm looking, I can see them in your subconscious mind. So we're going to bring them up and reverse them or change the pattern in the subconscious so they become conscious, first of all, and also stop being a block for you. So, and for those who are listening, I guarantee everybody can relate to this topic because or at least we're pretending that we're integrated, in this society, we're integrated in this reality. But when you really look at it, there is something that is just not quite right. And so I recommend, even though I'm going to tell Julia specific things about her life, so for example, your mother, I can see your mother's issue and things like that, you may not think that the mother issue is relevant to you. Just go with it. Trust me, trust the process, that there is a common denominator somewhere. I'm reading the subconscious level. So just know that it's relevant to you no matter what. Okay?
Okay.
So the first thing that's coming up for me, for you, is the mother. Your mother, I feel there is a disconnect in the sense that I feel like she needs you more than you need her. I don't know if that makes sense to you. You're laughing. I guess it does make sense to you.
A little bit, yeah.
It's almost like she wants to live her life through you. So she's always like smothering. She's always in your face. She's always, and so the problem with that is, it's like I see both your energies kind of intertwined. And so it's almost like you can't even find your own identity because she's so in your space. She's, in your energy all the time. And so that's the first thing that we need to do, is to undo, to kind of detach those two energies so that you can start to feel who you really are. Okay. And so this is adding to your confusion regarding, fitting in, because if you don't know, if you're not tapping into your true nature, who you really, your identity, so how do you know how to create your own life? Does that make sense? So that is the first issue. So many people attract attachments from parents, and they don't realize that those beings are in their field. So that's the first thing we're going to do. And also, well, let's just start with that, because once we undo this, then the next layers will show up. Okay. Do you relate to this, by the way?
A little bit, not fully, because I do have a really, really close relationship with my mother. She's my best friend, and for a long time, the only friend I had. So a lot of, like, I know you through her, and a lot of, I guess, knowledge I have comes through her.
Right.
So I kind of get what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah. So for those who are listening, when we attach other people's energy, it's not necessarily because we don't love them or because, it's something negative. Sometimes it is. Most of the time it is, actually. But sometimes we let them attach to us because we feel like we need them. So that's what I'm saying. And so you're so like stuck together like that. And so, but what happens is, even the people that we love are not supposed to be inside your body. This also triggers and adds to your wobbliness. It's almost like there's two people there walking. And so this adds to your wobbliness, your dizziness, and your kind of ability to concentrate as well. Okay. So just for you to know, we're going to start with this with the intention that you want to be close to your mother, you want to stay connected, but not necessarily in this way where it's literally invading your space. Okay, ready?
Okay.
Here we, and then from
Yes.
there, you just follow me. Here we go. Sit up straight with your feet flat on the floor and close your eyes. And let's take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. A deep breath in through the nose. As you exhale through the mouth, quiet your thoughts, quiet your mind. Let go of the mind chatter. Relax the stress in your shoulders, your arms. And again, deep breath in through the nose, deep breath. Exhale through the mouth. Bring your focus to your heart and say quietly in your mind, I ask and intend to create a sacred space. I ask to let go of all the distracting thoughts, distracting information, distracting energy. My intent is to release the root cause that is keeping me stuck in my physical life, making me feel that I don't fit in, that I don't belong. Breathe in through the nose. As you exhale through the mouth, from the heart, expand 360 degrees. Put yourself in a bubble, in a sphere of light. And begin to visualize, intend that all the misaligned energies or particles of energy are coming up inside this bubble. You can see stuff come up. You don't have to know what it is. Focus on that and say, I ask and intend to release those misaligned energies. From every cell in my energy field, breathe in. As you exhale, just visualize that you're purging, you're pushing out those particles outside your energy field. I want you to focus on your lungs and say, I ask and intend, and your spine, both the lungs and the spine. Say, I ask to release my mother's frequency of smothering, of being attached to my physical cells, of wanting to be me and me being wanting to be her. I am releasing my mother's frequency of need to be entangled and attached to my cells. From every cell in my spine, my lungs, my digestive system, my reproductive organs, my throat. Breathe in through the nose as you exhale through the mouth. Imagine that you are purging as particles of energy coming out of your body, coming out of your cells. Very good. Focus on your skull. Say, I ask and intend to release my brother's frequency of always telling me what to do or being in control of me. I am releasing his frequency from every cell in my skull, my brain, again, my brain. Very good. Every cell in my body, my conscious, subconscious, and cellular memory. Breathe in. As you exhale, again, visualize all of these particles coming out of your body. Focus on your hands. Say, I ask and intend to release my feeling and belief that I don't know my role, my career path in this physical reality, that nothing makes sense to me on a deeper level, that I'm unable to work, to get a job like a normal person, because I don't fit in. I don't belong. I ask to let go of this feeling and belief from every cell in my hands, my elbows, shoulders, again, elbows, again, hands and wrists. Very good. Breathe in. As you exhale, visualize particles of energy coming out of your hands. So I see that your brother and your boyfriend or partner are like a similar energy. It's kind of a, so I'm going to say brother, but it's also boyfriend. So do you have a boyfriend? Yeah. Okay. So here we go. So keep your eyes closed and focus on your spine and say, I ask to release my brother and boyfriend's frequency of needing to help, but confusing me. I ask to let go of their frequency of confusion from every cell in my spine, my skull, again, my spine. Very good. Shoulders, again, spine. From every cell in my body, breathe in through the nose as you exhale through the mouth. Visualize that you are purging particles of energy coming out of your body. Okay, now focus on your stomach area. This has to do with your belief system, the core of your being, who you really are. And say, I ask and intend to release my belief that I'm not good enough for this role, what I'm supposed to be doing here on the earth, that I signed up for the wrong thing, that I may be in the wrong place on the wrong planet. And I want to just hurry up and finish so that I can go home. I ask to release this feeling and belief from every cell in my stomach. Again, stomach, throat, esophagus, every cell in my body. Breathe in. As you exhale, again, imagine particles of energy coming out of your stomach. Now I want you to visualize a very beautiful blue and silver light. It's kind of a royal blue, and it's coming through the back. Now this energy contains information. It's the energy of remembering, memory of your prior existence before incarnating. So it's almost like you are bringing back the information of why you have chosen to come here in the first place and what you are supposed to be doing and being. So as you focus on this light, imagine that this light has all of this information in it, and bring it through your back into your stomach first, where you just released some things from your stomach. So now you're bringing this new energy in from the back into your stomach. Slowly, slowly. Imagining this light filling every cell in your spine and in your stomach. And your cells It's like they recognize that energy. It's like, ah, I know what this is. They open up and absorb this beautiful royal blue and white and silver light. So your stomach is filling up with this beautiful light. And visualize this light is going up through your lungs, filling your lungs, your shoulders, your arms, your throat, all the way up to the top of your head, and going down through your digestive tract into your feet, your thighs, all the way down to your toes. So your body is filled with this light from head to toe and to the tip of your fingers. Sit there for a moment with the intention that you are absorbing this light, this information, and your cells are remembering. They're remembering your original agreement that you have chosen this body in this lifetime, at this moment in time on the earth. So keep focusing on that and keep imagining that your cells are absorbing more and more of this light. And as you allow this light to work, focusing on the heart, say, I ask to remember who I really am, what I have come to do, why I have chosen this body in this timeline on this earth. I ask to remember and be present and integrated and aligned with this purpose as I move forward on my human journey. Continue to visualize this light filling every cell in your body. Breathe in through the nose, deep breath. Exhale through the mouth. And keep focusing on the heart and saying, I want to remember, I want to be who I really am. I want to be in alignment with my higher purpose and enjoy and manifest my real energy and work on this earth, in this body, at this time. And breathe in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And slowly, whenever you're ready, keep your focus on your heart. Whenever you're ready, open your eyes. How are you feeling now?
Um,
Feel, don't think.
Warm?
Warm, okay.
Yeah. I'm relaxed.
Relax, that's good.
Mm, it's hard to explain. Like, it's hard to put it in words how you feel, but I would say clarity, I guess. I think
Clarity.
that's the best word to
Excellent.
describe it. And a sense of just stillness.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Clarity, and also, do you feel, I feel like you're full, like it's almost like there's a connection between, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
before there was a disconnect, like here's your human body and here's this other stuff all over the place. But now it's like a one full energy. That's how you come
Yeah.
across.
Yeah.
Feel that in your body?
Yeah.
Very
Yeah,
good.
I get what you mean. Yeah.
Okay. So what we've done today is at least we got rid of the main root cause, let's say, of why you have this disconnect and this feeling of, and we took out a bunch of people that were stuck there. But what the most important thing is we brought in the energy that you need that will continue to guide you, in your daily choices, your daily interactions, your daily relationships, or whatever your human experience is. You have now this energy in you, okay, that will kind of move you forward, so you are feeling integrated, you feel like you belong, you feel like you're not disconnected. Okay, this is what we've done today. Having said that, you need to keep it up. So you need to kind of keep, you have to give it momentum. So you do my work. So continue to do the connecting to source meditation, which is only 7 minutes, which is super easy. If you can do it morning and night, but before you start, set the intention to build on what we did today. You know what I mean? So it's not just a connection. It's whatever I did with Caroline today, it will reinforce, make it stronger. It's giving me more of a momentum to move me forward. So if you do that at least for 15 days nonstop, the idea is when you're working a muscle, you want to do it nonstop. You want to give it that push. If you do it one day and then you stop for 5 days and then you do it, then you know what I mean, you're breaking that cycle, and now you need the most momentum. Okay, so do that with this intention, and I think you're going to start to see changes in your experience of the reality, even though some things you don't relate to, like the testing or whatever you don't relate to, but you don't have that feeling like, what am I doing on this planet? It will be more integrated, it will make sense, and you will start to make the choices that will make you happy, because you are now making choices that are aligned with what you came to do. So it's much more purposeful, it's much more meaningful, it's much more profound. Okay?
Okay, yeah. Um,
You look and feel great right now.
yeah, I feel relaxed, but my head is like so still. I don't think I have any questions. No.
Yeah, because you're in a good place. That's why.
Yeah.
That makes sense. All right. Fantastic. Okay, my dear friend. Thank you so much for
You too. Thank
today.
you.
So, all right, guys. So this is it for today. I think this session is very important for pretty much everyone. So make sure you do it again. And especially with what's happening right now on the earth. I mean, there's so much, it's so crazy. And there's all these like things being imposed on us, being created by the collective. And so more than ever before, we want to be connected with what we came to do, who we really are, which is quite challenging. So I really, really recommend that you do this session for you, this meditation for you, and do the connecting to source as well with that intention more and more and more today. And please share it with your friends. It's free of charge. And don't forget, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe so that you get more of these free sessions that I'm doing. Okay. Thank you so much. And I hope to see you next time.